Hey, coin lovers, treasure hunters, and everyone who's ever checked their pockets, hoping for a rare penny. Let me ask you this. What if I told you that a simple 2009 Lincoln penny without a mint mark could be worth a life-changing $1.4 million? Yep, you heard that right. Not $100, not 1,000, over $1 million for a single penny. Before you rush to check your piggy bank, stick with me, because today we're diving into what makes this penny so valuable, how you can tell if you have one, and why someone would actually pay that much for a coin most people ignore. And trust me, I know how easy it is to overlook pennies. I once spent a rare coin on a vending machine snack, but we'll get to that painful story later. Let's get into it. His story behind the 2009 Lincoln penny. All right, quick history lesson. The year 2009 marked the 200th birthday of Abraham Lincoln and the 100th anniversary of the Lincoln cent. So the U.S. Mint decided to release special commemorative pennies with 4 different reverse designs showing different stages of Lincoln's life. Now, normally, pennies minted in Philadelphia don't have a mint mark, and that's totally normal. But here's where things get interesting. Most 2009 pennies are common. You can still find them in circulation today. But one specific 2009 penny, missing its mint mark, recently sold for a jaw-dropping $1.40 million. What makes it so special? It's not just missing a mint mark. It has an extremely rare minting error. Experts believe it was an experimental strike or mistake during production. And because the U.S. Mint isn't exactly out here handing out million-dollar pennies, this thing is a unicorn in the coin world. Now, before you start tearing through every 2009 penny you own, let's go over what you need to look for. This means it was minted in Philadelphia, which is normal, but it's still a key detail. If the coin looks different from regular 2009 pennies, it could have been struck on a different planchet, the blank metal disc used for coins. A rare experimental strike may have been made on a different metal composition. A jeweler's scale can help you check this. A high-quality strike means it was minted under unusual conditions. If yours looks extra crisp, get it checked. The coin world is a wild place. Collectors love rare errors, unique strikes, and one-of-a-kind oddities. When something like this pops up, something nobody knew existed, it's like finding buried treasure. That a private collector scooped up this Lincoln penny for $1.4 million because it's one-of-a-kind. So far, no others like it have been found. 2009 was a special year for Lincoln pennies. Owning a $1 million penny is like having a real-life golden ticket. All right, I promise you a personal story, and here it is. Back when I first got into coin collecting, I wasn't exactly an expert. One day, I grabbed some change to buy a snack from a vending machine. A few hours later, I was going through my old coin collection and realized I had accidentally spent a rare wheat penny. It wasn't $1 million rare, but it was worth over $100, and I spent on a bag of stale pretzels. Let's just say that was the most expensive snack of my life. The 2009 no mint mark Lincoln penny could be the jackpot coin hiding in your pocket. Will you be the next person to find one? Only one way to find out. Before you go digging through your couch cushions, do me a favor. Subscribe to the channel so you never miss another video on coins worth serious money. I break down the best coin collecting strategies, rare finds, and how you can turn spare change into real cash. And hey, if you find something interesting, drop a comment below. You never know, you might just have a next $1 million penny. All right, folks, picture this. You're digging through your old change jar, maybe looking for coffee money, when you spot a 1979 penny. It's just a penny, right? But what if I told you that a certain 1979 no mint mark Abraham Lincoln penny is supposedly worth a jaw-dropping $2.6 million? Yep, you heard me right. One single penny. More money than most houses. More than a fancy sports car. More than I have in my retirement fund. Because let's be honest, I spend all my extra cash on more coins. But here's the million, or rather, multi-million dollar question. Is it real? Could you actually have one? And what makes it so valuable? Stick around, because we're about to break it all down, from what to look for to whether this price tag is legit. Plus, I'll share a story about how I once thought I hit the jackpot, only to get a reality check faster than you can say coin grading. First things first, let's talk about what makes a penny like this special. In 1979, pennies were mostly struck in 2 locations: Philadelphia, no mint mark, and Denver, demint mark. Normally, Philadelphia pennies from this era didn't have a mint mark. and that's totally normal. So why is there talk of one being worth millions? Well, the answer is in coin errors, rarity, and good old-fashioned myths. Sometimes a small batch of coins gets minted with errors that make them super rare. Off-center strikes, double dies, or even crazy things like coins getting struck on the wrong metal. Collectors go nuts for these kinds of mistakes. Now, there have been reports of a 1979 no-mint mark penny selling for big money. But let's get real, $2.6 million is pushing it. It turns out a lot of these insane price tags come from fake online auctions and clickbait headlines. But that doesn't mean your 1979 penny is worthless. Some versions of this coin can be worth serious cash, just not in the millions that a regular 1979 no-mint mark penny in average circulated condition. It's worth exactly 1 cent. Not great, I know. But if you find one in pristine, uncirculated condition, things start getting interesting. A high-grade MS-67 or better example could sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. The highest recorded auction sale for a top-tier 1979 penny was around $7,050. Not millions, but still not bad for a coin you probably walk past on the sidewalk. Now, here's where things get fun. Certain errors or varieties of the 1979 penny could be worth a lot more than face value. If Lincoln's face or the lettering looks doubled, that's a sign of a rare double die error. These can fetch $100 to $1,000 depending on condition. If the design is way off center but still shows the full date, these can go for $50 to $500. If a penny was mistakenly struck on a dime's metal planchet, it could be worth $2,000 or more. Full red gem condition. A 1979 penny with a bright, original copper red color in top condition, that's where the big money starts. Now, let me tell you about the time I thought I was sitting on a fortune. I was at a flea market digging through a bin of old coins when I found a 1979 penny that looked different. The color was off, and it had this weird texture. My heart started racing. Could it be some rare error? A misplaced planchet? A multi-million-dollar treasure? I rushed home, grabbed my magnifying glass, and examined it from every angle. Then, just to be sure, I took it to a local coin shop. The guy behind the counter took one look and said, "Yeah, this is just a dirty penny." Turns out, years of being stuck in a vending machine or rolling around in someone's car cup holder had just given it a weird patina. I walked out of there with my dreams crushed, but hey, at least I got a good story out of it. The 1979 no-mint mark penny is cool, and some versions can be worth a lot, but don't believe every crazy price you see online. If you think you have a valuable one, check for errors, look at the condition, and get it graded by a professional. And if you love hunting for hidden treasures in your pocket change, make sure to subscribe for more coin tips and strategies. You never know when you might come across the next big money coin. Hey there, fellow coin enthusiasts and curious minds. Imagine finding a penny in your pocket that's worth a whopping $2.7 million. Sounds like a dream, right? Well, before you start emptying your piggy banks, let's dive into the world of the 1978 no-mint mark Abraham Lincoln penny and uncover the truth behind its value. So, you've heard rumors about a 1978 Lincoln penny without a mint mark being worth millions. But is there any truth to this? Today, we're going to explore the fascinating realm of coin collecting, debunk some myths, and maybe even share a laugh or two along the way. First things first, let's talk about that 1978 penny without a mint mark. In 1978, the Philadelphia Mint produced over 5.5 billion pennies, and none of them bore a mint mark. So, if you have a 1978 penny without a mint mark, congratulations, it's completely normal. These pennies are quite common and typically hold their face value of 1 cent. While most 1978 pennies aren't worth more than their face value, condition plays a crucial role in determining a coin's worth. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with higher numbers indicating better preservation. A 1978 penny in pristine, uncirculated condition, known as mint state, can fetch a bit more, up to a few dollars. For instance, an MS-67 Plus RD, red, graded penny sold for over $4,000 in 2014. Now, about that $2.7 million penny, where did this myth originate? While some pennies have fetched high prices at auctions, These are typically rare error coins or those with unique historical significance. For example, the 1943 bronze cent, a mint error, is considered the holy grail of Lincoln cent errors and has fetched high prices at auctions. Speaking of errors, certain pennies with minting mistakes can be quite valuable. These errors include double dies, off-center strikes, and wrong planchet errors. For instance, in 1969, S double die penny has been valued at nearly $40,000 due to its unique features. Let me share a little story. A few years back, I decided to rummage through my old coin jar, hoping to find a hidden treasure. Armed with a magnifying glass and a lot of enthusiasm, I examined each penny, dreaming of striking it rich. After hours of searching, the most exciting find was a 1982 penny with a slight discoloration. Turns out, it had just been through the washing machine. While I didn't discover a fortune, I gained a newfound appreciation for the intricacies of coin design and the thrill of the hunt. While the 1978 no-mint Mark Abraham Lincoln penny isn't going to make you a millionaire, the world of coin collecting is filled with fascinating stories, valuable errors, and the joy of discovery. Next time you find a penny in your pocket, take a closer look. You never know what history you might be holding. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of pennies and want to learn more about coins that could be hiding valuable secrets, hit that subscribe button. Join our community of coin enthusiasts, and let's uncover the treasures in our pockets together. Hey there, fellow treasure hunters. Imagine this. You're digging through your couch cushions, hoping to find enough change for that extra large pizza, when suddenly, you stumble upon a penny. But not just any penny, a 1989 Lincoln penny with no mint mark. Could this humble coin be your ticket to a $2.8 million payday? Well, before you start planning your luxury yacht purchase, let's dive into the world of coin collecting and uncover the truth about this elusive penny. First things first, let's talk about mint marks. In the world of U.S. coins, a mint mark indicates where a coin was produced. For example, a D signifies the Denver Mint, while an S represents San Francisco. But what if there's no mint mark at all? Typically, pennies without a mint mark were struck at the Philadelphia Mint, and this is standard for many years, including 1989. Not really. Millions of these pennies were produced, making them quite common. In circulated condition, they're usually worth, you guessed it, 1 cent. Even in uncirculated condition, they might fetch a modest premium, but nothing close to a life-changing sum. Now, about that eye-popping $2.8 million figure. This staggering amount is more commonly associated with ultra-rare coins like the 1943 bronze cent, a coin minted in copper during a year when pennies were supposed to be made of steel due to wartime metal shortages. One of these rare specimens fetched over $500,000 at auction. As for the 1989 penny, there's no credible record of any such coin reaching anywhere near $2.8 million. In fact, even notable error coins from that year don't come close to this valuation. Let me share a little story. A few years back, I found a 1989 penny without a mint mark and thought I'd hit the jackpot. Dreams of beachfront properties danced in my head. I excitedly took it to a local coin dealer who, after a hearty chuckle, informed me it was worth 1 cent. Lesson learned. Not all that glitters or doesn't have a mint mark is gold. So, what's the moral of the story? While it's fun to imagine that a simple penny could be worth millions, the reality is that the 1989 no mint mark Lincoln penny is, for the most part, just another penny. But don't let that deter you. There are genuine treasures out there in the coin world, and with a keen eye and a bit of knowledge, you might just find one. If you enjoyed this deep dive into coin collecting myths and truths, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Join our community of enthusiasts and stay tuned for more tips on spotting coins worth more than just pocket change. All right, picture this. You're at the grocery store, you pay in cash, rare, I know, and the cashier hands you back some pennies. You barely glance at them before shoving them into your pocket. But what if I told you that one of those pennies, yes, that little copper coin nobody cares about, could be worth nearly $3 million? Yeah, you heard me right. There's a 2016 Lincoln penny with no mint mark that's worth a mind-blowing $2.9 million. And the crazy part? It looks almost exactly like every other penny in your change jar right now. Today, we're diving deep into this rare penny, how to spot it, and why it's worth so much. So, before you dump that pile of pennies into a Coinstar machine, stop. You might just be throwing away a fortune. Now, let me tell you about the time I almost made the biggest mistake of my life with a penny. So, years ago, I was rolling up my spare change, getting ready to cash in at the bank. I had a whole pile of pennies, and like most people, I wasn't paying much attention. But then I saw this weird-looking penny. Something felt off about it. It was shinier than usual, and the lettering looked slightly different. I thought, it's probably just a normal penny, and almost tossed it into the roll. Luckily, curiosity got the best of me, and I decided to check it online. Turns out, it was a rare 1992 close AM penny worth hundreds of dollars. That moment changed everything for me. I realized just how easy it is to overlook valuable coins hiding in plain sight. Now, let's talk about the 2016 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny that's got the coin world buzzing. First things first, what's the deal with this 2016 penny? Why would anyone pay millions for a coin you could find in your couch cushions? It all comes down to a minting error. This particular penny was struck without a mint mark, which means it was likely produced in Philadelphia, but without the little P that normally goes on these coins. Now, you might be thinking, but wait, aren't pennies from Philadelphia usually missing a mint mark? Yes, but this one has something special, an ultra-rare die variety combined with a high-grade condition. It's an oddball, a mistake that never should have happened, and collectors go crazy for mistakes. All right, if you're now frantically dumping out your piggy bank, here's what you need to look for. It must be a 2016 penny, and it won't have a little D or S below the year. The million-dollar versions are in pristine, untouched condition. If it looks like it's been through a blender, it's probably not worth millions. Some of these pennies have doubling in the lettering or other unique features that make them even more valuable. The auction that shook the coin world, so how did this penny reach $2.9 million? A collector at a major auction saw this mistake and knew it was something special. The final bid? Nearly $3 million. Imagine explaining that to your spouse.so. The next time you get change back from a cashier, don't just stuff it in your pocket and forget about it. That tiny little penny could be worth more than your house. And if you're thinking, this is cool, but I wouldn't even know where to start with coin collecting, don't worry, I've got you covered. Subscribe to this channel because every week I break down the most valuable coins hiding in plain sight, teach you simple strategies to spot them, and help you turn spare change into serious cash. Hit that subscribe button, tap the notification bell, and start checking your pennies. You never know, you might just be holding on to a $2.9 million payday. Hey there, fellow coin enthusiasts and curious minds. Imagine this. You're sifting through your pocket change, and suddenly, you stumble upon a 1968 Lincoln penny without a mint mark. Your heart skips a beat as you recall hearing whispers about such a coin being worth a cool $1 million. Could it be? Is this humble penny your ticket to the Millionaires Club? Well, before you start planning your dream vacation, let's dive deep into the world of the 1968 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny and uncover the truth behind its value. We explore the fascinating stories behind everyday coins that could be hiding treasures in plain sight. Today, we're focusing on a 1968 Lincoln penny without a mint mark. We'll unravel the myths, share some laughs, and by the end, you'll be equipped with the knowledge to spot valuable coins and maybe even impress your friends at the next trivia night. First things first, let's talk about mint marks. In U.S. coinage, the mint mark indicates where a coin was produced. For example, a D represents the Denver Mint and signifies the San Francisco Mint. If there's no mint mark, it typically means the coin was minted in Philadelphia. In 1968, Philadelphia struck over 1.7 billion Lincoln pennies without a mint mark. So, finding a 1968 penny without a mint mark is about as rare as finding a selfie at a tourist spot. Pretty darn common. The million-dollar question. While the 1968 no-mint mark penny is common, certain pennies are indeed worth a fortune. For instance, the 1943 bronze cent, a rare error coin, fetched over $500,000 at auction. Similarly, the 1969 S double die penny, known for its distinctive doubling effect, has been valued at nearly $40,000. These coins are valuable due to their rarity and unique errors during production, not just because they're old or lack a mint mark. Let me share a little story. A few years ago, I was at a garage sale and spotted a jar filled with old coins. Among them was a 1968 penny without a mint mark. My heart raced as I thought, could this be the jackpot? I rushed home, did some research, and quickly realized that while it wasn't worth millions, it did spark a newfound passion for coin collecting. That humble penny led me down a rabbit hole of history, art, and the thrill of the hunt.so. How can you tell if your penny is worth more than face value? Coins with minting errors, like double dies or misprints, are often valuable. The 1955 double die penny is a famous example. Certain years and mint marks are rarer than others. For example, the 1909 SVB penny is highly sought after by collectors. A coin in pristine condition, known as mint state, is worth more than one that's been through the ringer. Even common coins can fetch a higher price if they're in excellent condition. While the 1968 no mint mark Lincoln penny won't make you an overnight millionaire, it's a fascinating piece of history and a gateway into the intriguing world of coin collecting. So, next time you find a peculiar coin in your change, take a moment to appreciate its journey and the stories it might tell. If you enjoyed this deep dive into coin lore, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Join our community of enthusiasts as we continue to explore coins worth money, share collecting strategies, and maybe even uncover some hidden treasures together. Hey there, fellow coin enthusiasts and curious minds. Imagine this. You're sifting through your pocket change, and nestled between a dime and a nickel, you find a humble 1969 D. Lincoln penny. You think, it's just a penny, right? But what if I told you that this little copper coin could be worth more than your car, your house, or even your entire retirement fund? Intrigued? Well, stick around because today we're diving deep into the world of the 1969 D. Lincoln penny, a coin that might just make you a millionaire. First, let's get to know our coin a bit better. The 1969 D. Lincoln penny was minted in Denver, hence the D mint mark, and features the familiar profile of Honest Abe on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. Over 4 billion of these pennies were struck, making them quite common in circulation. So what makes some of them so special? The real treasure lies in the errors. Certain 1969 D pennies have what's known as a floating roof, error on the reverse side. This occurs when the lines connecting the roof of the Lincoln Memorial to the rest of the building are missing, giving the illusion that the roof is floating. Coins with this error have been listed on platforms like eBay for significant amounts, with some sellers asking for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. However, it's essential to note that while sellers may list coins at high prices, the actual sale price depends on what buyers are willing to pay. The value of these error coins can vary based on their condition, rarity, and demand among collectors. Let me share a little story. A few years back, I was at a garage sale and bought an old jar filled with coins for just a couple of bucks. One rainy afternoon, I decided to sort through them, because who doesn't love a good treasure hunt? Amidst the nickels and dimes, I found a 1969 D penny with a floating roof error. My heart raced faster than a kid on a sugar high. I sent it off for grading, and while it didn't fetch millions, it did sell for a tidy sum, funding my next vacation. Moral of the story? Always check your change. You never know what gems you might find. Look closely at the Lincoln Memorial. If the roof appears to be floating, meaning the lines connecting it to the building are missing, you might have an error coin. Another error to watch for is the absence of the designer's initials, FG for Frank Gasparo, on the reverse side. Coins missing these initials can also be valuable. The coin's condition significantly impacts its value. Coins with minimal, where uncirculated or mint state, are worth more than those that have been heavily circulated in the world of coin collecting. Knowledge is your best tool. That penny jingling in your pocket could be worth more than you ever imagined. So, next time you come across a 1969 D. Lincoln penny, take a moment to inspect it. You might just strike gold. That if you enjoyed this deep dive into coin hunting and want to uncover more treasures hidden in your everyday change, hit that subscribe button and join our community of coin enthusiasts. Share your stories, ask questions, and let's embark on this numismatic journey together. Remember, the next big find could be just a penny away. Don't let potential treasures slip through your fingers. Subscribe now for more tips, tricks, and tales from the world of coin collecting. Hit the notification bell so you never miss an update, and let's turn that pocket change into life-changing finds. Hello, fellow coin enthusiasts and curious minds alike. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of the 2004 no-mint mark Abraham Lincoln penny, a coin that might just be hiding in your pocket change. But could it really be worth $1.2 million? Let's find out. You're sifting through your loose change, and there it is, a shiny 2004 penny with Abraham Lincoln's familiar profile. No mint mark in sight. Your heart races as you recall hearing about rare coins fetching astronomical prices. Could this humble penny be your ticket to millionaire status? First things first, let's decode what no mint mark means. In the United States, coins are minted at various facilities, primarily Philadelphia, no mint mark, and Denver, marked with a D. A 2004 penny without a mint mark was produced in Philadelphia, and with over 3.3 billion pennies minted that year, they're quite common. Now, about that $1.2 million price tag. While it's true that some pennies have fetched high prices at auctions, these are typically rare errors or unique specimens. For example, the 1943 copper wheat penny, a rare error coin, has been known to sell for up to $500,000. However, a standard 2004 no-mint mark penny doesn't fall into this category. Coins with mistakes like double dies or off-center strikes are highly sought after, rare variants. Pennies from years with low production numbers or unique features. Coins in pristine, uncirculated condition are more valuable. A noticeable doubling of the date and lettering makes this penny worth thousands. Initially thought to be counterfeit, this error coin can fetch significant sums. For the 2004 no-mint mark penny, unless it has a significant minting error, its value remains close to face value. Even in uncirculated condition, it might fetch a modest premium, but nowhere near millions. Let me share a quick story. A few years back, I found a 1983 penny that looked a bit odd. After some research, I discovered it was a rare copper alloy cent from that year, one of the few minted before the switch to zinc. I had it appraised, and while it didn't make me a millionaire, it was worth a couple of $100, a pleasant surprise from pocket change. While the dream of finding a $1.2 million penny in your change jar is enticing, the reality is that most 2004 no-mint mark pennies are worth their face value. However, the world of coin collecting is full of surprises, and knowledge is your best tool. So, keep checking your change. You never know what treasures you might uncover. If you enjoyed this deep dive into coin values and want to learn more about spotting valuable coins, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Hit the like button, share with fellow treasure hunters, and stay tuned for more coin collecting tips and stories. All right, folks, let me ask you something. Have you ever dropped a penny and thought, not worth picking up? Well, what if I told you that little copper coin could be worth $1.3 million? Yep, you heard me right. One single 1981 Lincoln penny, without a mint mark, just made someone a millionaire. And the best part? You might have one sitting in your pocket in that old coin jar, or, let's be real, under the couch cushions. Today, we're diving deep into this legendary penny. How did it become so valuable? What makes it special? And, most importantly, how do you check if you have one? Stick around, because by the end of this video, you could be searching your change like a detective on a mission. Before we get into the details, let me tell you a quick story about the time I almost threw away a valuable coin. A few years back, I was sorting through some pocket change, not paying much attention. I had a pile of pennies, and let's be honest, most of them looked like they had survived a nuclear apocalypse. So I did what any normal person would do. I tossed a handful into the take a penny, leave a penny tray at a gas station. Fast forward a week, I learned about a rare penny that looked just like the ones I'd casually given away. My heart sank. I sped back to that gas station like it was a high-speed chase in a Hollywood movie. Spoiler alert, the tray was empty. I may have unknowingly given away a small fortune for free. Lesson learned, Never ignore your pennies. The $1.3 million 1981 no mint mark penny. All right, let's talk about why this specific penny is making headlines. Most pennies have a little letter under the ear. D for Denver, S for San Francisco, or no letter for Philadelphia. But in 1981, something unusual happened. A batch of pennies was struck without the mint mark, even though they weren't supposed to be. That mistake created a rarity. Over the years, collectors have been hunting for these error coins, and as demand grew, so did the price. Fast forward to today. One of these bad boys just sold for $1.3 million. Yes, a coin that people used to ignore at vending machines is now worth more than a luxury home. Now let's get to the part you've been waiting for, how to find out if you're sitting on a fortune. Grab any 1981 penny and check under the ear. If there's no mint mark, you might be in luck. The better the condition, the higher the value. If it's shiny and crisp, that's a good sign. If it looks like it's been run over by a truck, well, still check. A genuine 1981 penny should weigh about 3.11 grams. If it's way off, you might have a fake. If you think you've struck gold, take it to a coin dealer or send it to a grading service like PCGS or NGC. These experts can confirm if you have a real deal. You might be wondering, why would anyone pay $1.3 million for a penny? Well, coin collectors love rare mistakes. When a mint messes up, those coins become super valuable because they're unique. Think of it like a limited edition sneaker drop. Except this sneaker is made of copper and can buy you a yacht. Plus, there's nostalgia. People love collecting pennies because they remind them of childhood piggy banks, coin hunts with their grandparents, and simpler times. That emotional connection, mixed with rarity, drives the price up. So, what's the moral of today's story? Check your pennies. Don't let $1 million mistake slip through your fingers like I did. The next time you get change at the grocery store, don't just shove it in your pocket. Take a second. You might be holding a life-changing coin. And hey, if you found this video helpful, or at least entertaining, hit that subscribe button. I'm always sharing tips on coins worth serious money, so you don't miss out on hidden treasures. Turn on those notifications, grab your magnifying glass, and let's hunt for more valuable coins together. Who knows? Your next penny could be worth more than a Porsche.